what we need to do, ideally what we have to do, I'll say apex class 2, apex example 2. We need to create an object. That is the only object thing we can do. Obj equal to new object, and then I can do obj dot username. This is how I can do, right?
Okay.
This is how I can do, isn't it?
Yes.
And here there is a written statement what I'm doing. Written instead of debug, what I'll do, and I also written the same obj2. So this is how I'm returning. Okay.
Okay.
Now my expectation here is that I will be passing an information here. I will be passing my username in this method, and I should get output from this method. You understand what I'm trying to say here? I will be
Yes.
passing my information
Yes.
here, and I need to get my information from here.
Okay.
How to get that?
Yeah. First మెమరీ అలొకేషన్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఎఫెక్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 2 కి అందులో ఒక పారామీటర్ పాస్ చేసి పారామీటర్ లో నుంచి మన యూజర్ నేమ్ అసైన్ చేసి ఆ యూజర్ నేమ్ అనేది అక్కడ పాస్ చేస్తాం.
Okay.
లైక్ ఫస్ట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ క్లాస్ మెమరీ అలొకేషన్ క్రియేట్ చేద్దాం.
Okay. Apex class నుంచి apex example obj1 equal to new apex class, right?
obj1 dot render username.
obj1 dot rendered username, and I will pass like morally, right? And then what we need to do, static methods can be called directly through class name, isn't it? So this is how, right? This is the maximum we can do, isn't it? Now, do you think that the Murali will gonna display from here? What could be the output? Murali will come or not?
I think it's not come because actually the variable is not in static.
Variable is not in static, yes, but we are passing this information, right? Now this is how your class structure is, all right? Your method structure and everything.
Yeah.
So if I execute,
Yes.
for sure I will be getting null only.
Yeah.
I will be getting a data called null, right? So now
Yeah.
it's a requirement for you how to refactor it. How to method 1 type 1 model object initiated within the static method implementation, right? Now I'll change a little bit. Now type 2 object initiation outside static block. If I say simple, Murali, let me ask you the question again. If I want to get this username, whatever I provided in this return step, what is your approach that you can able to do? Whatever username you are passing here, I need to get that output in this method return statement. This is my requirement to you, right?
Okay.
So what type of corrections you will make to ensure that the whatever the non-static method value will be assigned, will be printed from a static block? So here, if we can see, there is a possibility in that instead of doing that, what I will be doing, I'll be assigning a simple values. Let's say I'll create one more global variable saying that public, and I'll create an object type only. I'll create my object type instance sorry, public static string get username 2, right? This is the same thing that I'm writing here. Also I written same, right? And I'll say name 2, right? Now what I'm trying to print, whatever data I'll be getting, I'll just return the same. Will that be okay?
Static is a spelling mistake.
Yeah. Will this be okay? It looks similar or it got changed? Right? No, right? Still it is not accepting, is it?
Yes. Yeah. Variable does not exist instance. Static.
So I will be passing my information. All the methods are non-static only. My method is non-static still. But I can able to initiate the same output from this location. If you can see, I'll be like this. I'll say Apex class 2 dot instance equal to obj1, and here I'll say 2 here 2. So what I made, I just whatever object I have created, I just assign that back to instance variable. It means I am updated in the instance, isn't it?
Uh,
I'm updated like this. So now I'll execute. I'm just executing. You can see execute highlighted. You got Murali?
yes, I got it.
This is type 2 method 1 type 1 for calling. Can we make this is for calling statement? Okay, this is how you will be calling from your Apex methods. I'll just declare those stuff also here only. Public static void calling statement 2. Why I'm using, so it would be easy for you for your references how we are calling, right? And only you have to tell me whenever you are not understanding. It's something like I will be going in flow, but you have to stop me if something you are not getting it. Okay. Now the same thing again I will be updating. Type 3 object initiation within the non-static methods. Now you can see, now I am calling my, resulting my variable as a static, right? I'm using my
Uh,
static as a variable. But where I'm setting this instance, I'm setting from outside of whatever value I'm passing, passing while execution, right?
yes.
This time I don't want to set. All I need to call this method and my instance block. That's it. I don't want to assign my object from there. So what we can do, we have another method type called public. I'm just copying all this. I'm just copied same, but only changes I will make now. Instance 3, method 3, instance 3, method 3, and username 3. So instead of assigning value outside, what I will say equal to this. What I did here, this. What is meant by this now?
This means we can
I'm not
get that
get that.
uh, current class uname.
No, that is wrong. This always refers the object which is getting executed. A method which on which object you are calling this method, that object will refer to this. It's not because of class name. It not this means not a class name. This always refers to object of a class. This always refers object of a class what is trying to execute of this particular method. Clear?
Yeah.
This is not for a class, this is for an object. Here the what is the object name? obj1. If I have obj2, then this refers to obj2. So whatever object is calling a particular render3 username 3 method, that object itself will come on this method, this keyword. Okay.
Okay.
Now what I will do? obj1, and I'm not assigning this. I'm not assigning this. See, there is assignment is not happening in this side. So I'm just calling. I'm just calling this execute. Attempt to dereference null object. What happened here? Attempt to why dereference to null object? In which line it is getting? Line number 20, column 1. Where is line number 20?
Line number 20, the instance of user.
Okay, 1 minute. I just did it wrong. I need to update. Here. This one. Execute. Line number 37.
37.
So instance is coming as a instance 3. I need to update these keywords. Sorry. Ideally, you should not get error here. In this way. Execute.
Sir, నాకు వాయిస్ కంటిన్యూస్ గా వినిపించట్లేదు సార్.